I'm back. Hi. Okay, we'll give a few minutes to get myself completely set up here, and then maybe a few people will jump on. Okay, so I just want to log in over here so that I can see comments, anybody jumping on, things like that, and then we'll get going. You guys see what we're making? Fun, right? I always have such a hard time finding myself. Finding me. I think I'm in the. I think this will be where I'll be. Maybe. Ah, there I is. Okay. Oh, let me move this up a little bit. Does that work more better? Okay. We're just gonna get going. Just gonna start. I'm just gonna start and make the thing happen. Okay. Let me. Boom. Okay, so I'm going to do like I'm calling it a Mother's Day card, but so I don't have a Mother's Day stamp set, so we're just gonna improvise here and pretend like I do, and we're gonna make a sweet little card. So I'm using 2 stamp sets to make my card. I'm using Modern Heart and Bloom and Grow. So we're using this heart shape here and the You're Simply Wonderful sentiment from this stamp set. So that's what we're doing. Let me make sure I have everything I need. I tried to come prepared, but you know, I do live in a house with a lot of kids, so there's that. Okay, so this is what we're making. Isn't that pretty? Okay, we're making this card and then a cute little matching envelope. We'll be doing that also. So here is the envelope that we're gonna need. This is a little strip of old olive cardstock. This is cut at, I don't know, just under an inch. It's not quite an inch, it's just under an inch. This is just, hold on. This is gonna be the inside of my card, I believe, pretty sure. And then here's some DSP. This DSP is from the, I don't know the name, something poppies, like Peaceful Poppies, Magic Poppies, Peaceful. I think it's Peaceful Poppies, maybe. It's that paper. It goes to that sleeve. That's what we're using. This is Flirty Flamingo. It's supposed to be just a scrap, but I didn't have a scrap, so I just cut some in half. And then this is Basic Black. That'll serve as our card base. And then I have another envelope for some reason. I apparently thought I needed 2. And today we're going to be doing some heat embossing. So I have here just a plain sheet of printer paper that I folded in half, because we'll use that. We're going to do some, what is it, like cutting? Yeah, we're going to do some cutting. We'll be using those. And there is one more thing I need. So let me grab it really quick because it has to be over here. Yeah, okay. This is just a scrap of Whisper White cardstock. We're going to need that also. So, okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scrap of Whisper White and I'm going to take my strip of Old Olive and I'm going to use my embossing buddy and I'm just going to run them over the paper. This, I don't know what it does. Something with static, like eliminate static probably. Not really sure, but it's what you use when you heat emboss. So this is just Versamark stamp pad. And I'm taking that sentiment from the Bloom and Grow, the You Are Simply Wonderful, and I'm just gonna ink it up here. Then I'm going to, oh, this is kind of tricky. Okay, I'm gonna line this up as straight as I can. Right here. Do that, set that one aside. And now I'm gonna use the heart from the, what was that stamp set called? I don't know. Your Heart or Your All, I don't know. Whatever it was called. That one, it's a cute one. Okay, we're just inking this up. And then it doesn't really matter where I stamp it on the white because I am going to be like cutting it out. So there's those. So you do want to work a little bit quickly when you're heat embossing, but you don't have to be like, you know, the Flash or anything crazy. Okay, so now I have my shimmer black embossing powder. And I'm just gonna pour this kind of over the heart. That way I'm like doing both at the same time. Okay, so that's like a lot. I tend to be really excessive with this. Okay, then I'm just kind of like flicking it off because I don't want any excess powder. Looks like that. Move that to the side, and then we'll do this one. And again, I'm just flicking it, trying to get off as much excess powder as possible. Okay, and then we'll put, and this is why you need the white printer paper, so that you don't waste any of your embossing powder, and you can just, you know, dump it right back into the little pot. Okay, put that away. Okay, and then I'm gonna use the heat tool. This is Stampin' Up! Heat tool. It just blows really hot air, and that's what we're gonna use to do our heat embossing. When you do heat embossing, you have to use a heat tool. Just a regular blow dryer, it's not hot enough. It won't do what you want it to do. So that's what we're doing. It's gonna be really loud. You probably won't hear me. So here goes. Okay. And this black is a little bit tricky for me to work with because I'm used to seeing the embossing like happen really quickly and super wonderfully. But this black is a little bit harder to tell. At least for me it is. I don't know if that's just me issue. So you don't, some people when they do this, they like move this around a lot. You don't really have to move it around a lot. At least I find I don't have to. I just hold it close to the paper and I, you know, do little back and forth. Okay, I think that was pretty good. Can you guys see? Can you see that? So it's like really shimmery, fancy. Okay, so we'll do that. And then, so here's the before. You can see it kind of has like a little bit of a dusty, maybe like a matte look. And then we'll do the heat embossing. And we're just gonna move it really slowly over the embossing powder and the paper, the image. We don't want to do anything too crazy. You don't want to hold it too close to the paper because it will burn the paper. But you know, you want to obviously melt the embossing powder. So, okay. This black is so tricky for me. I don't know, my eyes just can't. Like when I do the golds or the silvers, like my eyes are really good at seeing, oh, it's embossed, it's done. But with this black, my eyes kind of struggle a little bit. So, okay, so that's done. Okay, so when it's done, you could run your hand over it, and it's just this like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's embossed. That's what it is. So, okay, so there's that. So we did that. Now I'm going to take the I'm going to use my Big Shot so we can do some cutting. So this is that. Whoa, I almost knocked you over. I'm so sorry. How rude. Okay. Okay, so I'm taking this Flirty Flamingo and I'm sticking it in the Big Shot. I'm going to use this pretty die cut with the little scalloped edges. I'm just going to put that right there. And then I'm taking the heart that we just heat embossed, putting it here. And this is just a basic white, basic square. So I'm going to kind of try to center up that heart a little bit. And then I'm going to put my plate down. I don't want to shift things too much. The pink, it doesn't matter if it shifts, but I don't want it to shift on the white because that heart is centered up in there. So, oh, let me move. Okay. I'm trying to make sure it didn't move. I don't think it moved. It might have moved a little bit. That's okay. Our new, I'm so excited, Stampin' Up! Is coming up with their own very own embossing machine, and I'm really excited about it because we have a plate that's going to do so much better. I think it's going to be so much better at holding your dies in place so that when you center up images like we just did, okay, wait, that didn't cut out because I think I had it too far on the edge. So rewind, we're doing it again. Okay. Okay, just running it through. I left it in the exact same place, so it should be fine for a little run through. Okay, anyways, I was saying I think the new embossing machine that we're coming out with will be even better because it will hold the dies in place when you're centering around an image. Okay, there we go. That worked. Okay, so now we're done with these. We'll put those out of the way. We're done with this. We'll get that out of the way. Okay, usually there's not so much like, you know, falling off of the paper after you emboss. Because usually, what am I looking for? Oh, adhesive. Because usually you would have clean plates that, you know, look prettier. You guys got crooked. I think when I knocked you over, I crooked you. Okay, hold on. I'm straightening you. I think more better, maybe. I don't know. Okay, flipping over this little heart. Just gonna run some snail adhesive on the back like so. Then I'm gonna line it up here on this scalloped heart. And I'm lining up this corner and this corner, making sure that those two are kind of positioned correctly. Just making sure that there's even spacing, and then the rest of the paper kind of falls in line and falls in place. There, like that. How beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, for this, I'm just going to take my snips, and I'm going to kind of eyeball it. There's like a little bit of space here, so I want like the same amount-ish of space there. Maybe like that. And it's just a short little cut. Usually I would use my paper trimmer, but for just a little piece like that, I don't think that's necessary. I think the trimmer might be maybe a little bit excessive. Just a little bit. Okay. Putting adhesive like just on one side of that. Just kidding. I'm gonna set that aside. I don't need that. I put adhesive on it, but I'm not ready for that yet. It's too much. It's too much. I can't handle it. Okay. Okay. Basic black. 8.5 by 11 cardstock cut in half. Then we're gonna fold it in half. So it's basically like the size of a quarter sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper. What didn't I do? I don't know. I didn't score it. That's what I didn't do. I didn't score it. I just folded it in half. That was it. That's all I did. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I made a couple other cards with this embossing powder, and the glitter portion of it is just like everywhere. It's everywhere. Okay. That seems small. Is that right? Hold on. Give me like 2 seconds. Because that seems like a really small insert, but it could totally be right. And I'm just tripping. I don't know. It could be the right size. But I have some more that I've already pre-cut. So I'm just going to grab another one that I know for 100% is the size I need it to be. Yeah, that was a little bit small. Okay. There's that. Okay, so I also grabbed my paper trimmer because we're going to need this. And I'm going to cut this fancy DSP. So our paper trimmer has 2 blades. This is the scoring blade and this is the cutter one. Okay, I'm going to cut this. So our card measures 5.5. I'm going to go just a smidge under 5.5. I think that's like 1/8 under. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm not great at math. And doing math with my kids from home has like really convinced me I'm not good at math. Like if there was ever any doubt about my math abilities, teaching my kids from home has cleared all of that up for us. Okay, so now I'm going to take another little strip. I'm just going to cut it like another 7/8. I'm calling it 7/8. I don't know what it is. It's just another little bit smaller. Okay. And then what I really love about our paper trimmer, I'm going to move this up so that hopefully you guys can see it. Okay, what I love about our paper trimmer is that you can even like cut like really small little pieces. So I just really want like a 1/2 inch strip right here. So I'm just going to lay it up right here. Then I'm going to fold it, and this part right here, it does a great job of holding your paper in place while you do a little I'm sorry, I was watching Desiree do her little happy dance. I'm not sure what we're happy about, but
I made a sale.
Oh, good job!
Sale.
Yay! I'm happy for you. Like really. Okay,
Well,
Desiree is selling paparazzi jewelry. That's her new adventure, and so she just made a sale.
Which means that you're trying
your
to
first
do
sale,
something.
right?
Yes, it's my first sale.
First sale. Congratulations! I should make you a card.
Thanks, Mom. I think I'll put it in your collection.
Okay, I just took that little 1/2 inch strip that we cut, and then I just measured it out, and I'm gonna run it along the bottom here of this white DSP, which will be the inside of my card. Flipping that over, and then putting it on the inside. My gosh, this glitter, this embossing powder everywhere. Okay, measuring it up. And then I do the same thing. I just kind of work with this corner and that corner, making sure there's even spacing, and then the rest of it falls into place. So, look at that. We're like, that's mostly a card. Beautiful, right? Mostly a card. Okay, and then I'm taking this, this that we cut, the other piece, and we cut that just a smidge smaller than our, than our card base. And, hold on, I'm going to run my bone folder a little bit more because I just feel like it's not really laying as flat as I want it to. And it's still not, but that's okay. Okay, so with this paper, it kind of matters a little bit. I want to make sure it's opening right. Okay, so I was making like some of these last night, and I totally put it on upside down. I thought I was over that. I thought I was like professional enough that I didn't have to double check, you know, the way my card opens anymore. But that's a lie. I'm not that professional. I don't think this is straight. I mean, it's straight. I just don't think it's even. But you know what? Handmade, one of a kind, with love from me to you. I don't think anyone's going to judge me. Well, I hope no one would judge me. Okay, doing that. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm bringing these back. Remember, we put adhesive on the back and then didn't do anything. Okay, so the reason is because I know that I want this here, and I want to make sure that it comes out, you know, just rightish. I want it to be straight. I want it to be, that looks good, yeah. That's good enough. Okay, there we go. Adhesived. It's been adhesived. Grab some dimensionals. Put some dimensionals on the back of this guy. Oh my gosh. I always feel nervous when I'm live because it's so quiet. And usually my house is like crazy loud with TV, music, something. I don't know. It makes me feel like, I mean, I'm grateful my kids listen to me when I say, I'm going live, I need you to be quiet. Clearly they heard me, but it is a little bit, it's kind of a little bit eerie. Okay, putting those, get off. Okay, putting those away. And then putting this here. Ta-da! Okay, but we're not done, we're not done. That's not all, that's not all. Where are,
I do need a thank you card from my store.
I can help you with that. Hold on, I lost my little, gosh, so much for being prepared. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Des, maybe you can help me. I have like a sheet of gems somewhere. It has like blue and green and purple, I think. I don't know. Different colors is what it has. It has different colors. Okay, I'm gonna show you a little trick to fancy up your envelope. So I don't like naked envelopes. You know, envelopes with nothing on them. I call them naked envelopes. So when you don't do anything to your envelope, it's naked. I'm not a fan of nakedness. So I usually either will put like a coordinating stamp here, or like we're doing today, I'm gonna show you how to decorate your little flap. So what I did here is I have my envelope, I opened it, and then I kind of like reverse bent the flap, okay? And then I'm gonna open it flat, and then I'm gonna run my adhesive kind of as close as I can to this top of the flappy part. And then I'm gonna run another strip here on the bottom of the flappy part. And this is like the trickiest part, right? I'm gonna have my paper ready, and I still have my envelope flat, and I'm just gonna lift like the body so that it creates that little kind of L shape. Then I'm gonna take my paper and I'm gonna butt it right up to the edge, just like, and then I'm gonna let my envelope fall over, and I'm just gonna press it all down. Like that, like that. And then I'm just smoothing it out, getting it super, no, that was excessive, you don't have to do all that. Okay, and then you have this. You have this pretty envelope with way too much stuff going on. So take your snips, and you're just going to cut here along the envelope flap. Like this, like this. Okay, hold on. I'm cutting slow, and I don't even know why. Like, there's no reason for it being this slow. Okay, I cut like a little bit of the envelope flap off, but no one's gonna know. I promise, no one will know. Just don't go crazy hacking off like a lot of the flap. Haha, there we go. See? Okay, put those away. Throw this away. Okay, and then, ta-da! There it is. Pretty envelope, right? Now you have an envelope that matches your card. Okay, but give me like 2 seconds because I really want to find these embellishments I had because I feel like they complete the card. It like finishes the look. So let me find those really quick. Well, hopefully it's really quick. Haha, found them. Knew I'd find them. Okay, so I have here, these are the Noble Peacock rhinestones. And I'm just gonna use my take your pick tool. Pick up some of these. Put one here. Put one here. And like here. Let's do that. I think that's where it goes. There we go, that's it. Not exactly Mother's Day because it doesn't say Happy Mother's Day, but I do love it. I think it's perfect. You know, we all know mothers are wonderful. And I think this also works really well, you know, if maybe you're not giving something to like your mother, maybe you're giving it to your mommy friend or, you know, I don't know, another mother that you know, maybe you're doing that. This works well for that. So whenever you don't have the exact sentiment or the exact phrase that you're looking for, don't be afraid to look at your other stamp sets. Give them a second look and see if there's another sentiment that might work. So this is my card, and you can see the black is just, it really shimmers. It has really pretty, and I love that just this tiny little bit of black on the edge kind of just really makes that black impactful. So here's some more that I made. This is the same one, but you can always take the same design and just change up the background. So here's some I made with different backgrounds. Hold on one second. So yeah, and then there's this one I made. So you could always just, you know, use the same design, just create a different background. And look how different these look just with a different background. I mean, that's 2 very different cards. Okay, maybe not like very different, but they are different. Just changing out the color. So yeah. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun watching. I hope that you learned something new. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And I will be back next week. I think I'm going to start doing Tuesday tutorial live videos every Tuesday at 10. I think that might be something fun for us to do together. So let me know if there's a certain project you're looking for, you need some inspiration up a certain alley. I'm your girl for that. Just hit me up with a message or a comment. Have a great day, guys. Bye.